2 weeks ago, I made a video talking about my goals for this year, 2024. And it's kind of got me thinking about you and maybe how I could take some of that and apply it to helping you be better this year than you were last year. Because just watching my video about my goals for this year is fine and everything, but how can I take that and give you some helpful ideas that you might be able to build on? Now, obviously, I don't know each and every one of you, but the first idea that I can give you is to self-reflect and consider where you could use some improvement. Because look, man, nobody knows you better than you. So maybe sit down and take a little time to consider different areas that you could improve and grow. Having self-awareness is a big part of this, and I'm sure that you could sit down and write out at least 4 to 5 different things that you could improve about yourself. Maybe one of those is your fitness. Roughly 70% of my audience are men between the ages of 35 to 64. And the older we get, our fitness gets increasingly more important. So I procrastinated most of last year about getting myself in better shape. And I was getting to the point, and I got to the point that I was so sick and tired of beating myself up about it that this year I finally did something about it and I hired a personal trainer. And look, if you're anything like me, accountability is a really big deal and a big motivator to get our asses in the gym. So a lot of you guys know this story already, but I went through the same thing about 10 years ago when I was in my early 40s. I lost almost 40 pounds and I got into the best shape of my life. And a big part of that was hiring a trainer to keep me motivated and hold me accountable. And sure, it would be nice to maybe get back to something that resembles how I looked back then, but doing nothing won't get me there. So if you're struggling with some motivation, put the pressure of accountability on yourself and think about hiring a trainer. The next way to be better than you were last year is to work on your personal style. I'm sure you all knew this was coming, but your outward appearance is one of the most powerful tools you have to boost your confidence and to convey to others who you are and what you're about. Now, maybe you just need a little bit of help with what you wear to the office or to work, or maybe you just need to refine your casual date night outfits. But either way, it's good to recognize that your personal presentation could possibly use an upgrade. And I've talked about this like 100,000 times already, but the easiest way to start improving your wardrobe is to start wearing shirts with a collar. And of course, there's a time and a place for t-shirts, but wearing something, anything with a collar is an easy and instant upgrade. For example, this shirt that I'm wearing right now, I picked this up a few weeks ago from Collars & Co. and I've been wearing it literally all the time. It fits perfect, it feels amazing, and the quality is second to none. Collars & Co. is sponsoring today's video, and they are seriously, without question, becoming one of my favorite brands. Not only can they help you elevate and enhance your wardrobe from basically head to toe, but they've got pieces that you could wear to the office, out at night, or over the weekend when you just want to have some fun. They've got long and short sleeve polo shirts, sweaters, pants, blazers, and outerwear. Now, the bread and butter are their amazing dress collar polo shirts that have built-in firmness, so the collar always looks perfect. And they've got 4 different types of those collars. They have the semi-spread, the English spread, the button-down, and the cutaway collar. Also, I recently picked up a quarter-zip pullover so I could try out some of their sweaters, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. I think I need to go back and at least get one more. Collars & Co. hit the market with a lot of buzz around them because Mark Cuban from Shark Tank invested $1 million into that company. Now, they started out with that dress collar polo shirt, but now they have so many more amazing items to expand your entire wardrobe. Now, there's going to be a link down below in the description to a special offer that's going to get you a discount on anything that you want to go pick up. Hit that link below and go check out the polos, the button-up shirts, the sweaters, because the quality, fit, and feel of these items are amazing. Thank you, Collars & Co. for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. Now, the next way to be better than you were last year gets a little personal, and it's overcoming your fears. Fear can be crippling and paralyzing, and it can hold you back from making progress. Maybe it's a fear of failure, or maybe fear of being embarrassed, or fear of rejection, because that's a big one for a lot of guys. I mean, maybe you're afraid to go talk to that woman out of fear that you'll be rejected. But here's a mindset that I want you to focus on. You didn't know her 5 minutes ago, so if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal. But the difference is you overcame the fear, you stood up, and you went and talked to her anyway. And even if she wasn't interested, you can feel damn good about yourself for getting up and doing it. And it's that little confidence boost that you did it and you didn't die, right? I mean, that little nugget of confidence carries you into the next one and the next one. And before you know it, you won't even think about it. Now, another way you can be better than you were last year is to just be more organized. I mean, look around. How does your desk look or your office look? Do you have piles of papers and just miscellaneous crap that aren't serving you, that you haven't even looked at in 6 months? Now, what about your car? Do you really need all of those things in your car that make it look cluttered? Now, what about your home? Do you leave a lot of dirty dishes in the sink and on the counter and stacks of junk mail on the counter? It's nearly impossible to have any type of mental clarity and low stress operating in that type of cluttered environment. It's like just continuously living in chaos every single day. You're better than that. So work on making an effort to clean and organize your personal spaces. And I promise you, you will see an improvement in your focus, your efficiency, and your mental clarity. Now, this next one is a pretty big one. So if you made it this far, please hit that like button for me to let me know. All right. But the next way you can be better than you were last year is by giving people grace and being a more considerate person. Here's an example from my experience. I get these weird, random, hateful, negative comments on my videos on an almost daily basis, right? And if I wasn't able to give people grace, I would feel the need to constantly fire back with my own negative comment. And now it's this never-ending, worthless keyboard battle, and I don't have time for that. I mean, look, the thing is, hurt people hurt people. And those people that leave unprovoked hate comments are just hateful people that are probably going through a bunch of misery. There's nothing I can do about that. But what I can do is just let it slide, give them some grace, and just move on. And along with that is trying to be a more thoughtful and considerate individual. Now, this is something that I'm also working on, and I think a lot of us probably should as well. It doesn't have to be anything big, right? But just make an effort to be more thoughtful. Do thoughtful things for the important people in your life. Be nice to people who are there to help you, including the people that work in the service industry. So what I like to do a lot, and I've talked about this before, is I like to do random acts of kindness. Again, look, it doesn't have to be anything huge, but open doors for people. Let the person with fewer items go in front of you at the grocery store. Buy coffee for the dude behind you in the Starbucks drive-thru. Because I am telling you, from personal experience, doing something nice for someone else for no other reason than just doing it does a lot more for you than you might ever imagine. And really quick, before you guys take off, if you missed this video from last week, it's a good one, and I think you should watch it next. Thank you very much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.